What's up, everybody? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are, whatever time it is, whatever time zone. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thanks for watching. Two Dudes Talking Podcast, episode two to the FOA. Curry, what's going on, brother? It's 2 dozen of these puppies, and we're about to let loose today on some important things. What do you think, man?
I think it's a good time, buddy. I think it's a good time to let loose. We've been doing this. We almost next week's a quarter of a century of making these conversations. 2 dozen. We have had a great time, and we are going to kick off today with some extremely positive things. Positive things, and
Positive
I'm
tones
excited.
will be in there.
Positive, yeah, positive.
Let me ask you this too. We haven't talked about this. What are we going to do when we hit 100?
I don't know. We should do a giveaway to some of our listeners, the followers. I think if we get, we break 1,000 followers by 100, maybe 2,000 followers, we give away a couple $100 or something. We do some kind of fun
What if we
something.
did an in-person one, like two dudes sitting on a couch? Like,
Dude, I'd be up for it. I'll get it, dude. I just need an invitation, time, place. We'll do it. So
yeah,
let's
okay.
let's figure out where, dude. Is that we do these once a week, so it's like that's That's almost 2 years from now. We got to do one way sooner than that.
All right, maybe 50. We'll see.
I was like,
All right,
"Dude, that's a,
copy that.
that's a long time. That's that's 76 more episodes.
A hundred, yeah, 100, 100 didn't sound that
It doesn't
far away,
sound.
but I guess when you do the
That's a
math,
long time.
I know, right?
But but it's so much more value that we'll give to so many more
Oh
people,
my gosh, yeah.
and so I love it. So yeah, I'd
Well,
love. We got to figure it out.
here's the thing, guys, gals. It's two dudes talking about network marketing. If you're here to learn, if you're here to observe, if you're here just hanging out, smash that subscribe button. Hit the heck out of that thing. Hit the bell icons to get notified anytime we do this stuff, which is, as Curry said, once a week. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of today. And we talked before about the expectations of your upline, but we did it from a point of view as if you're new and you're looking at your upline and you're like, man, these guys need to, do stuff for me. These guys need to help me. These guys need to hold my hand and nurture me and coach me and cuddle me and coddle me. And we did it from that point of view. Now we're going to kind of flip it around. And I was thinking of this over the weekend because I have a really great upline who makes more money than I ever have. And when I got started, my upline said a couple of basic things and then told a little story. And the story is kind of what solidified it for me. And by the way, we've talked about storytelling. We need to put a pin and talk about having your own personal story, which I have an idea. I use ChatGPT. Another thing I did over the weekend, sidebar, maybe we'll weave it into today. I don't know. But anyway, my upline said to me, hey, when you get started, here's a batch of videos. Okay. So, yes, that means you're not pitching friends and family. Here's a batch of videos. Here's 10 of them. Go make them. Then go make them again. 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 And if you do this for 60 days straight, I'll pay you $500, which they didn't need to do. But I just thought that was kind of like a little incentive. I was like, really? Like, I don't need the 500, but like, thank you. Cool. And then they said, because I was given the same 10 videos and after 30 days, nothing was happening. I thought this was a waste of time. I wasn't getting anywhere. It wasn't bringing me any joy. Nothing really happened. And then somewhere around 40 to 45 days, I had made another video again. I posted it right before I went to bed. And the next morning, I woke up and my inbox exploded with growth and sales and customers and people joining. And I said, oh my gosh, it worked. And he basically said, go do the same exact thing. And you're going to think it's not going to work. and you're going to think that you're wasting your time and you're going to think that you're not getting anywhere. Keep going. Eventually, it will break and it will, blow wide open for you. But you're only going to experience that if you keep going. Now go. And it was very simple and it was like, here's the thing, go do it. Most people, in my opinion, are like, oh, geez, I got to get on video. Oh, geez, I gotta, I gotta do it again and again and again every single day. And he specifically said, do it twice a day, every single day, do it twice a day. And by golly, he was right because I followed that same exact plan as instructed because having years of experience in this industry. And I too also got to a point where I'm like, not really seeing the momentum here. And then I had a video take off, 700,000 views. And I had another video take off, over 100,000 views. And then guess what happened, Curry? You'll never guess. Sales magically started coming in. And I was like, gosh darn it, the dude was right. You know what I mean? But the time difference, and this is where it's really interesting, guys. The time difference from when I started till when the sales started to flow, oh my gosh, I think it was about 40 days. I'm not even kidding you. I think it was the same exact time frame that he went through. Now, Curry, you already know the answer to this, but how many people, given that specific task, here's 10 videos, go make them 2 a day. After you're done, make them again, then make them again, then make them again, and keep going. How many people would have quit before that happened? Before they got to their, and not that 40th day is the magic day, but how many people would have quit before any success even happened?
9.5 out of 10.
Agreed.
9.5
98%.
out of 10. It's massive
Yeah.
numbers. And by the way, for following along and getting to where you are and doing the things that you've done, congratulations for doing that. And, most of us, I was hard headed at the beginning, man. I thought they gave me things to do. And the one thing that I really did pick up on for weirdness, I don't know why, I hadn't read a book since high school. I even joke that through high school, I read the exact same 2 books, White Fang and I think Lord of the Flies. Those 2 books I did. The
Not
only 2
Moby
books I
Dick.
read.
That's a common one.
I didn't read that one.
Yeah.
Uh, I so I read like 2 books in high school. I'm 35, 36 years old, and a guy says, "Hey, you need to read this book." And I think it was Eric Worre's GoPro
Mm-hmm.
7 Steps. I read that book, and then he said, "You need to read the next book," which was Robert Kiyosaki's
Rich Dad,
Rich
Poor
Dad
Dad.
Poor Dad.
Yeah.
And I fell in love. Like I was like, "What's the next book? What's the
Yeah.
next book? What's the next book?" And I fell in love with personal development.
Yeah.
But what I really love about your story, what I love about it is you don't see your own personal development. You don't see you getting better. You
No.
don't see the results. I looked back on my YouTube channel this weekend and I went way back 7, 8
It's
years.
scary.
Dude, it's unreal. And it's really wild to me that there was like every single video has like 15 to 30 views. Every video that's sitting out there
Uh-huh.
now. And now I post a video and we're getting hundreds to thousands per view on every single video.
Yeah.
And then now it's on all the different platforms. You don't see the development. You don't know it. And going through it and doing the thing consistently
Mm-hmm.
makes such a dramatic difference. And one of the things I love about your story also is you're playing in their pool, the algorithm's pool, in whatever platform,
Mm-hmm.
and the algorithm rewards views, rewards followers, rewards people
Mm-hmm.
for consistently performing on their platform. Dude, I mean, it's amazing. Yeah, it's about 50 days of consistency, and that platform goes, "Oh, you work here now. Let's let's
I
uh
mean,
let's
it's
bring
like,
some people."
yeah, and I explain this to people all the time. I love using this example because it's literally real life. When I've been in webinars or on Facebook Lives or whatever it is, and people are starting out and they're like, but I don't know how, and blah, 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 blah. Like insert all the excuses here. Um, I'll ask people this. I'll say, hey, what do you do for work? Um, I'm a dental hygienist. Okay, cool. Your very first day on the job, did you know every aspect of your job, how to do it front to back? Did you know how to use all the equipment? Did you know how to use all the computers? Did you know how to do everything you got to accomplish that day, that week, that month, hitting all your quotas, whatever it is? Did you know and understand every aspect of your job? And they're like, no, of course not. Then why would you expect to know it on day one of being a network marketer? You literally get in and you have on the job training. Here's your folder, here's your videos, go make these. Like, and then get better, and then get better. And then just like a job, you ready for this? Just like a job, as you practice and practice and practice and show up to your job, just like you would show up to your business, you eventually start to get good. And then you could even start helping others get good. So now you might even be in a supervisory position, just like your job, where you can start helping others get good and you could take them through the process that you just went through. And then maybe you might even get into some type of managerial position at your job where now you're supervising more than one person, right? It's the same thing in your business. Maybe you get to a certain rank where it's like now you're helping multiple people get good, but it doesn't happen on your first freaking day. So stop it.
And maybe not even your first year.
Exactly.
Oh man, people are in a hurry, and it's like I don't
Well,
know what we talked about expectations. I don't know, somewhere around 13, some way back in the day, way back in the day of this.
Baker's dozen, maybe, who knows?
We talked about managing expectations, and when you come into network marketing, you bring this level of confidence that you've had to get where you are. That confidence that it took you to get to where you are in life. And when you start doing this and you start, I love when you said something about you got to put your face out there. Isn't it weird, by the way? I just got off on a tangent. Isn't it weird that for some reason people are afraid to make videos, but they'll walk out of their house and go to the store and go everywhere else? They don't wear a bag on their head. They don't
Yeah.
hide who they are. They go out in public. But for the, oh man, oh dude,
Yeah,
I
but if you
heard
use this, oh no, 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 no. Can't do
I
that.
heard the greatest line I've ever heard in my entire life. This it was yesterday. Embarrassment is the entry price to success. Putting yourself out there and embarrassing yourself as you mess up, embarrassing yourself as you grow, embarrassing yourself to get better. It's how many of us have been standing in front of a basketball hoop with a basketball and we shoot it, air ball, and
Yeah.
then you shoot it again, air ball, you shoot it again, it bounces off the rim. Oh man, I got closer. I
Yep.
got closer. And then finally you get it off the backboard and it goes in. And it's like, every pre-shot was just getting to the next to that success. My
So
brain. Go ahead.
anyone that's watching right now, grab a pen, piece of paper. Curry, say that line again because that was a money line. That was 100% a money line.
Embarrassment is the entry cost to success. Dude,
Hot
it blew
damn.
my
That's
mind.
good.
It blew my mind. I was like, that's real. That's real. Like,
That
do
couldn't
you
be any more
understand?
real.
Right. Do you understand how many people told me stop making those videos? Kurt, do you know what you're putting out too many videos? You're putting out too much content. I heard that I was embarrassing my family. I heard I was embarrassing people. I heard that people were just getting sick of seeing me. I heard, heck, my ex-wife even told me that she hated my voice because I'm like, you mean the voice that's made us all this money? What are you possibly talking about? It's you're going to pay the price to get to it. And we all had to, but most quit, man. I made the comment last night, a baker's dozen are going to quit. That's 10 out of 12. And that's a low number. That's a
Mhm.
low number.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, like, and this is real life. This is the example that was given to me. It's the when they said here's your folder and here's the 10 videos. The 10 videos were proven and documented to work over the years. Years. It's not like someone just whipped a video out of their butt and said, "Here, this may or may not work." It's like, here's videos that were used and crafted and tweaked along the way. And it's like, here's our 10 best ready to clone videos. These work, go do them. So it's like you have someone who's been in the industry for years, someone who's making well into six figures per month, not per year, per month. Someone that has results that you do not. And they said, this works, go do it. And I was like, okay, you know, and again, just me being in the industry a while, knowing, understanding, kind of getting it a little more. I was like, you got it. Let's go. And I did it. And now those results are starting to flow in, and it's really freaking cool. You know what I
Now,
mean? It's
dude, let's take this one step farther. By the way, what you're saying is your upline's making a bunch of money because they
boatloads.
got they got you, one person, to duplicate making content for a consistent period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where most people are going to be like, I did it. You are going to make you 40 some days, whatever the number is. You're going to start making a little bit of money on the front end that is your effort. The real money that your upline is making comes from the duplication of you now showing that it works and you enrolling people and getting one, two, three people to duplicate what you did, and then getting those people to duplicate what they did. And that's where money is. That's like I watch a lot of people become the top recruiter or the best salesperson.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's the most minimum amount of money you're going to make in network marketing.
Yeah. I do not want to be the number one recruiter.
Uh-uh.
You know, I want to be the best team builder. So, yeah, it's like, and here's the tricky part. Like when your upline gives you that expectation, here, go do this. And I've done that. I've done that 1,000 times. Here, this is what's working. Go do it. And then you'll have people that are like, "Hey, well, you know what? I went down this I was checking out Etsy and Pinterest. I'm gonna go do this thing, and I'm gonna go drive some traffic, and I'm gonna go build my sales funnel, and I'm gonna, hey, what's the best capture page that I can drive some traffic to?" It's like, here's here's what's proven and documented to work. It's you know what it's the equivalent of like, hey, you get in your car and you have to drive from Boston to Seattle. And by the way, if you guys don't know geolocations and maps and everything, Boston to Seattle is one road. It's Interstate 90 the whole way. Straight. Well, it kind of dips down in Chicago and then goes up into, North Dakota and Montana. But anyway, it's one freaking road. And then someone's like, I think it's going to be quicker if I go down 95 and then I take Route 66 and then I go up here. I think it's going to be better. And you're just like, why?
We'll see you there. We'll see you there.
Like, why would you reinvent the wheel when the wheel has been crafted and molded for precision and efficiency over the years? And the person that is giving you this wheel that has been crafted and molded for precision over the years, okay, has demonstrated the fact with hundreds of thousands of dollars per month that this wheel works really well. And you're like, I'm going to go make my own wheel, buddy. Let me show you how it's done. And it's just crazy because if you just went and did the damn thing and you pushed through I don't feel like it's working. And you pushed through your feelings, push the feelings aside and just go do it. Get in a zone, get in a mode, and just go do it. It's funny
I,
you.
just, I couldn't imagine walking into a career, a new job, new situation, and just bringing my level of knowledge that got me to here and then going, okay, I know everything and I'm going to do it the way I've always done it. And I love that that's a real thing that people do is I'm going to keep doing what I've been doing to have what I have with an expectation of having more. You can't. There's no way that you're going to get any farther in life doing what you've been doing because that's all you've got. It's gotten you to here.
Mm-hmm,
Why is there a level of expectation that you don't have to grow to get to that next level, to climb that next rung, to reach the next step? It's like you got to here. Congratulations. We're proud of you. You made it. You made it
mm-hmm,
this far. But if you want exponentially more, you got to grow exponentially. And I mean, the example, just as you did with the road, I love the idea that there's a person out there, somebody that went to their doctor who's been doctoring for, I don't know, at least 15 years,
mm-hmm,
minimum 15 years, that they've been training to be a doctor. And then you walk in and you're like, why don't you just tell me how to fix my problem so I can go out here and just do some doctor myself, so I can go out here and take care of myself? And it's like, why won't you just listen? Why don't you just do what he says to do as opposed to you trying to doctor it yourself? What?
mm-hmm,
Like, listen to the people who have experience, who tell you the pathway to here is this, and you just, dude, every day, as a leader, we literally tell people do this, and
mm-hmm.
they go, well, here's what I think.
Yeah.
Die today, please
Yep.
die. Just
Well, a- another example in there is like the way a lot of good business models work is, especially in network marketing, is you get customers first, right? You get customers to have a product experience, whatever the product or service is, right? They use it, right? And then a lot of them will see the business potential and be like, man, I could share this and I could make a few extra bucks because customers will make the best business builders. Would you agree with that?
it's been said for about 30, 40 years. So
Yeah.
yes,
So again, another thing that's been proven and documented over time. Customers will make great business builders. And I will have people that will get started with me, haven't had any product experience, and they'll be like, what page, what funnel, what thing, what system, what phrase, whatever it is, can I use to go get more business partners, to go get more business builders, to go bring in associates, right? And I'm just like, you're putting the cart before the horse. Go get some customers. What is taught? Here's your folder. Go do your thing. That's going to bring in customers. Go get some customers. And it's like, but I want this first. Like, why do you want to skip steps?
well,
Why do
they
you
don't
want
even
to?
consider who it is that we've been talking to or building with. They literally believe that their traffic, whatever it is, that they're going to put it on their timeline, and everybody in their timeline is curated to want to make money or want to build a business or want to use the product or want to. And it's like, you understand that this cart that he's talking about, the before that horse, we have been building our network for years. We've been practicing on our network for years. We've been engaged in developing a network and relationship. I hate the word relationships with people for years. They know who we are. They know
Hmm.
what we're about. They know our consistency. They know we don't bounce from thing to thing. And so when we make a post about anything, people are like, oh, well, holy crap, I got to get in with him at this thing. And when you make a post on your timeline 1,000 times and get crickets because you haven't created any content, you've added no value, you've shown no consistency, you've developed nothing, why are you not listening?
Hmm. Let me give
When?
you.
When do you break the definition of insanity? When?
I'm going to give you a real life factual thing. Real life factual thing. Okay. This is to the point of like where you like, here's your thing, go do it. Okay. And I know this because I created two new accounts, a new TikTok account and a new Facebook account. Um, New Facebook account I kind of had to create because I was um
Selling weapons. You were out
yeah,
there selling
weapons and
weapons.
drugs. It's a thing. But anyway,
This
um
makes me so happy. Not that you lost your account, but the way that they just said some random nonsense.
I jeez. But here's my point
Sorry.
is I was instructed, here, go do this. I said, let me go do that. One video, one single video that took off, okay, after a long time of making that same video, okay. I got my stats right up here. I'm in my Facebook notifications. This is just on one social platform. It says blank blank, Jack and Melanie and 1,131 others followed you from your reel. 1,100 people followed me from one video.
It don't
Now, let
work.
me ask you.
It don't work, man.
Yeah, I know. Next time I post a piece of content, I know all of those 1,131 followers. Well, it's actually 1,133 if you count Jack and Melanie. They're not all going to see my content, but a very large percentage of those people are now going to see my next piece of content or my next several pieces of content. And then the other videos that I have that are also gaining me followers. It's just, but here's the thing on that new Facebook account, for I would say a good 2 months, I would post a video and I was lucky if I got a dozen or 2 dozen views. Lucky, lucky. But I kept going and I kept doing it and I kept doing it. And then that dozen turned into about 30. And then that 30 turned to 40 and the 40 turned to 50. And then it just kind of sat there for a good 30 days or so. And I was like, I don't know why I'm even posting over here, but I kept doing it. And now I got multiple videos taken off and I got thousands of people joining me just by watching a damn video. Like, keep going. Regardless of your feelings, if your upline said, here, this works, go do it, and then you're halfway along the way or 3/4 of the way along the way or 10% into it or 1% into it, you're like, I don't really feel like doing that. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. I don't feel like this is working. Take your feelings, put them aside, and just go do it.
I love that a lot of us have fallen in love with doing the thing. We don't really care about any outcome. We're not doing it for the outcome. We're doing it because we're supposed to do the thing. It's like, go do the thing, go do the thing, go do the thing, go do the thing. It's like if I set a goal or if I'm going to have a daily task of messaging 40 people on Facebook a day, and there's a day that I don't do it, that's the thing is I've talked about many, many times about my uh, emotional attachment to an outcome. My
Hmm.
emotional attachment is to doing the thing. If I get distracted or if I get pulled in a different direction and I don't do the thing that I'm supposed to do, that's when I'm frustrated. That's when I'm bothered. It's never going to be, well, I didn't get so many to sign up, or I didn't get a yes, I didn't get a no. Those things aren't my control. I only can do what I can control. If you join a business with Dan and Dan gives you, this is what you got to do, and then you just focus on doing the thing consistently. Here's, do this thing, do this
Hmm.
thing, do this thing, do this thing, do this thing. It's fall in love with that, because I promise the law of averages, the law of averages is a real thing. And the more you swing that bat, the more you get the timing down, the better you get at presenting in front of that ball. You're going to keep swinging, and eventually you're going to hit that ball. And
Hmm.
eventually you're going to get so good, you're just going to be hitting home runs. You're going to be placing the ball where you want to place it. You're going to be doing the thing better because you took the time to do the thing. And that's where we're at.
Imagine if you got a new job. You showed up to that job on your first day, and your boss was like, here's your instructional booklet on how to do your job. This has been used for 30 years. It works. You follow this instructional booklet to go do the tasks that you need to do to get paid so you could, perform your job functions. And then you literally started going through it and you're like, I feel like I could do this a better way, or I feel like this isn't going to work. And then you either decide not to do stuff or you decide to do stuff a different way that's not in the book, and you just go ahead and create your own book in your head and you start doing random stuff. How long do you think you would hold on to your job? Probably not that long. And if you
Hey,
decided to
Bob,
do, yeah,
this
how
ain't gonna
long
work out.
in network marketing, if you're given, here's what's proven and documented to work, this right here, okay, go do it. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to kind of do it. I'm going to sort of do it. I'm going to not really do it. I'm going to not do it at all. Or I'm going to take it and I'm just going to go do my own thing that hasn't been proven, but it feels like it might be the right thing. What do you think your results are going to be if you just kind of willy nilly it? I don't know. It's probably not going to work and you're probably going to quit and you're probably not going to get the results, the expectations that you had going into it. Whereas if you just followed this, which has been proven and documented over the years, you could get results.
Can we take a single second here to give a shout out to those people who are so hard headed that they're still in network marketing after like a year or two and haven't had very many results at all? Because eventually you're the you're the winner. I promise. It doesn't feel like it, but if you're still doing this a year or two later, you haven't had much
You
results.
hung in there.
You've hung in there.
Yeah.
The moment you figure this out, that you need to just go follow some instructions and do the thing consistently,
Hmm.
you're going to be the biggest winner. It's
Yeah.
people that we understand. I'm not going to get into
That
my
was that was very similar to your first year and my first year. I mean, just
course,
literally all over the place. And then we finally figured something out.
dude. I'm 4.5 years, 4.5 years of trying to do everything. I'm the over analytical person. We do need to do a whole training on the 4 color personality types. I'm an analytical person. So I'm over here posting on my timeline all the analytics of the comp plan and all the analytics of every product and the breakdown, and hoping that I'm going to show all these details to people. Dude, the moment I stood in front of a mirror one day in Miami, Florida at a hotel room and said, I am killing my green side. I am literally done with all this noise, and I'm going to do one thing and focus entirely on invitation.
Mm-hmm.
Invite to a resource, invite to a resource, invite to a resource, invite to a resource. I ain't telling nobody nothing. I don't want to know the details. I don't want to know the comp plan. I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to be the, I don't want to know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment I became the dumbest person in my team, I started literally exploding,
Mm-hmm.
exploding. And it's just like, okay, we've been telling you for years, just invite to the stupid video, invite to the video, invite to the video. Don't talk, don't say anything, don't give extra, don't, no, just let them watch the video.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
It's not,
weird
that's
how
not
it works.
complicated. That's not complicated.
But it's so wild that we want to, like, we want to explain it to them. We want to give all this extra. We want to, it's like, well, maybe if somebody was talking to us, I'd need to know all this other information. And it's like, you got started when you watched a video. What are you
Mm-hmm.
talking about? We talked to this last week. How did
Yeah.
you get started?
Yeah. How did
How
you get
did
in?
you get started?
Yep. Yeah. I think along the way, at some point, maybe people flip their own switch internally and they're like, they forget once they get like in their back office or once they get any sort of training or it's like, okay, now what do I got to do? How do I build this? How do I bring people on board? How do I sign people up? Right? What do I got to do? Where's the one button that I can push that can make everything right as rain? Somewhere along the way, they flip a switch and they forget how they joined. And you got to go back to that. You
I
literally
know.
got to go back to that. And I'd like to kind of, if I can, a lot of the lessons that we talk about, I try to do this where it's like you kind of sum everything up with like, you need to take your feelings of like, however you're feeling, like, and you kind of need to like tuck them away, tuck them down deep. Like whether you feel it's going to work, whether you feel you can do this, whether you don't feel like doing it, whether you feel like you're wasting your time, take all that feel, go on to feel your feelings. Take all those feelings and just tuck them away for a little while and go do the thing and just go. I'm not saying you got to go be a robot because you got to, and we've talked about this before, when you're putting out that content, if you want people interested, you have to be interesting. If you're not interesting, people won't be interested. Put that out there again because it works. So you do the tasks, whatever your upline says, here, this is what works, go do it. You go do that, and then you try to do it again and get better. And then you try to do it again and get better. And then you just kind of sort of robotically, sort of just in that zone, you take the feelings, push them aside, and you go do the thing. Just like Curry, you've said 1,000 times, detach yourself from the outcome. And by the way, detaching yourself from the outcome is another way of saying you're detaching yourself from your feelings. Like you don't care whether people watch your video and don't do anything. You don't care whether people watch your video and they're like scam, pyramid scheme, snake oil, blah blah blah. Like you don't care about that stuff. And that's why most people don't do it because they have this over expectation that they're going to put out a video and everyone's going to, throw stones at them, which 99% of the stuff that you worry about never happens. So just go do it.
By the way, you got a good place we can get some of that high quality snake oil? I'd love to see if we can get some
I got a cup
really
right
good
here.
snake.
It's
You got a good.
fantastic.
By the way, I love. I have most of the days on our call or our videos. You have some revelatory phrase from Jim Rohn or something, and today I've had one. I'm gonna give you the next one. We got another.
Ooh, get the pen ready.
Write down.
Get the pen
Ignorance on fire is way better than knowledge on ice. And you were talking about this. The reason why people slow down is because they think they need to know everything. And you spend all this time learning about it. And then as you learn about it, and then you think about how you're going to explain it, it becomes this slower process.
ready.
But when you got excited at the beginning and you just saw it, you saw this thing that was going to change, revelatory, just change your life. It's here. You
Mm-hmm.
go out and scream from the rooftops, and in that action, you just go do the thing. And it's like The moment you start slowing down with knowledge, that you become ice. And it's just like, well, we're gonna slow to a crawl.
Mm-hmm.
Ignorance on fire, meaning you don't know anything. All you know is you found it.
Yep.
You found it. If I give you a list of these are the things to do that works, and then you go, well, I don't know the comp plan real well. I don't know how to answer their questions. I don't know how to do these things. I didn't ask you to do that. I didn't ask you to know those things. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
ask you to go learn this stuff. I didn't ask you to go dig in. I told you to go make these videos. I told you to go do this stuff. I told you to go send this message. Stop doing
Yep.
be ignorant and do the thing.
Yep. And
Sorry, I got excited.
literally to tack on to exactly what you just said, get a pen ready. What you lack in skill, you can make up for in numbers. A little Jim Rohn for you.
I knew it was coming. I knew it
Yeah,
was
I
coming.
mean, well, I mean, it times perfectly with exactly what you just said, because if you're just out there doing the thing, you don't know everything. You're not gonna know everything. If you just go do it, you're gonna learn as you go. But you can still, and this is like, let this sink in. You can still get great results in your business, whether it be customers or partners, associates, sales, whatever the catchphrase is that's in your company. You can still go achieve that stuff being new and not knowing anything. You can do that with numbers. You can do that by just getting in the zone and going, and you can go create those numbers. You can go create those results. But, like Curry was just saying, if you go into analytical mode and then you get deep and you're like, well, I got to know all this stuff. I got to explain all this stuff. No, you don't. No,
By the
you
way,
don't.
let's talk about that right there, because I was thinking about this exactly when I'm at a point now where I don't know. I, I'm going to be honest. I know about everything, but I don't want to know about any of it. Oh no, I lost my light. Hold on.
Oh boy. Boop, boop.
Hold on. Oh, there it is again. I tell people that I don't know much of the day. Oh, my battery must have died on this thing. I tell them I don't know most of the time. And it's like, I tell people, here's the resource. You want to know about the comp plan? Here's the website that has the comp plan details. You want to know about the products? Here's the product page. I don't know. I don't know how to, I'm not going to answer you. I'm not even going to tell you what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to show you where the resource is. That's all I want to know now in a business is, what are my resources? Where are they? What's my website to help somebody get started? That's it. That's all I want to know. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to know anything else. I want to be ignorance on fire forever. I want to be ignorance on fire forever and then
Mm-hmm.
help people develop ignorance on fire forever.
Yep. Like I, I've gotten to the point of every once in a while, it doesn't happen often, but I'll be talking to somebody about the business. And this, they may have a little bit more experience, or sometimes that, you know, I'm not going to judge whether they have a lot of experience in network marketing or minimal experience in network marketing. And but when someone reaches out to me, they're like, "Can you send me information on the comp plan?" And I'm just like, "Why? Why am I going to send you a 24-page PDF that's all volume percentages, overrides? If this happens, you get this. Like, why would you want that? All you
Because
need
they're
to
going to
know
put a
is,
thousand people in, man.
yeah, all you need to know is if you bring in people and they bring in people, you're going to make a lot of money. We have people that are literally making six figures a month by doing what I just said. People bringing in people, customers getting customers. Like, if you go do that, you're going to make a lot. You looking at a 24-page PDF is not going to get you anywhere. You're probably going to be even more confused. So no, sorry, I can't find the compensation plan PDF. My bad. like, I,
They're working on it. It's not up yet.
yeah,
It's not
I, I
ready.
don't, I don't, I don't know why people need to, like, especially like when you haven't even started yet. Like,
Yeah, those are the good ones.
it's not. Trust me, that it's not going to make or break your results. It's it's not. You looking at a comp plan PDF is not going to decide or make or break whether you make it. You going to do the thing and taking action is going to decide if you make it. And that's where people get more into the analytical, over analytical. Well, let me know everything before I make a decision. I think it was Henry Ford.
We're going deep now.
Oh, I know. Henry Ford. Well, Henry Ford fit into I think it's in Stephen Covey's Seven Habits of Highly Effective People, where they talk about, making decisions quickly, you know, and, the rich, the successful, the people that have made millions and millions and millions of dollars, they make decisions quickly and then they change them slowly. Earl Nightingale talks about that in The Strange Secret, where it's like, you see something, you see an opportunity, you go seize it. That's why they call it seizing the opportunity. They don't call it sit, analyze, debate, think, discuss, and then maybe make a decision. They seize the opportunity. It's like in sports or in life or whatever. You see an opportunity and you jump on it. There's a reason why it's talked about it like that, because you get involved, you go do, you take action. When you get over analytical, those results just like how many billionaires in the world, Curry? Realistic question. How many billionaires in the world took years or even months to make a decision to go build a thing? Like, did Elon Musk, when starting Tesla or PayPal or SpaceX, do you think he said, hey, you know what? Let me think on this for about a year? Or do you think he was like, no, that's good. Let's go?
No, he goes and blows up his spaceships six times in a row, blows up his spaceships and had money left for one more and still went. And he didn't hesitate, didn't think about it, fired that last rocket that made him the richest man in the world, almost times two at the moment. He's going to be the first trillionaire in human history, trillionaire within 6 years. Yeah, I would take action and see what happens. Take
Mm-hmm.
action, immediate action, do the
Yeah.
thing.
Now, okay, perfect analogy here. So when you're out and you're given, we're talking about expectations of your upline here. So they give you here's the thing, go do it. And then you go out and do it. And then you learn, you're going to, just like my upline told me, you're going to do it, and you're going to do it, and you're going to do it, and you're going to think that it's not working. And then eventually it's going to work. Do you think Elon Musk, when he was firing those rockets off and testing those rockets, do you think he ever said this is not going to work? Or do you think after the first rocket, second rocket, third rocket, fourth rocket, fifth rocket went up and blew up, do you think he learned from it? Do you think he tweaked and got better at it? So the next time it was better, the next time it was a little more successful? Or was he just like, ain't gonna work?
Dude, we know the answer to this, but I will point out that with this specific individual and his teams of people, a lot of the stuff that they are doing has never been done in the history of mankind that they had to figure out. And now you've got Blue Origin and Jeff Bezos duplicating the things that they've done. You've got Rivian and other Waymo and all these other driverless cars duplicating what Tesla did.
Mm-hmm.
These people went out there and broke the mold, trying, failing, trying, failing, trying. Here we got it working. We got this one working. This is working. Oh, we got another failure. Let's work on that and let's make it better. And they kept making themselves better with no expectation other than we're going to do it. We're going to
Yeah.
do this thing. There's no other option but to go win.
Yeah.
And
They
now
burn the boats.
we got driverless cars. We got spaceships that land themselves. They send their boosters back that's never been seen, reusable boosters. We got brain things that they're working on to help people see and to walk better and to do things. They got robots that are coming out to help you around your house and do all kinds of stuff. Dude, they're making things. And we're not bragging about what they're doing. We're telling everybody in network marketing. It's already been proven. It works. Why won't you just listen, do the thing, and win? Like, stop all this extra in between, all these things to get you there. Like, we've already shown how it works. We've already proven that it works. Skip the hard part. Skip all the hard part and just do the thing consistently and win.
You know, for me is really cool. And this brings me joy, and I hope this brings others joy too. My upline said, "Here, go do this. It works," and showed here's how it worked for them. I went out and did it, and I was like, "Oh, hey, it works." And then I documented. I said, "Hey, so and so said go do this. I did this, and look at these results. It's working. Now you go do it." Like, it's just part of your story. It could be part of your story if you went and actually did it. Like, I'm sure you, Curry, in your business, you've gone out there, you've done your thing, and now other people are taking your advice and going and doing that thing, and they're getting results by doing what you're doing. Fair?
Sure, absolutely.
So it's like, if you have proven and documented results from others that are doing it, who have helped others that are doing it, who have helped others that are doing it, why wouldn't you go do it? Again, your feelings, tuck them aside.
I think I love it when I hear people say, well, here's what I think. Stop it. Just
stop thinking.
Stop it. Like, what? I'm going to interrupt you on what you think. No, I don't. Just stop. Go just do what works. We already thought about it. We already proved it. We already gave you results.
Thought about.
As you're thinking, my brain immediately went, well, you can think and get rich, or you can think and never have that. Never have that. Stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah, you know, I guess we could kind of wrap it all up with this one thought process. Like, if you don't have results, and chances are, if you're watching this podcast, I mean, maybe you could be a network marketer making 6 figures a month. I'm going to go out on a limb and say probably not. But if you don't have the results you want in network marketing, or whatever it is in life that you're doing, you are where you are because of the choices that you have made. If you don't like your results, make better choices. That's it.
Have a nice day, guys. We'll see you on the next podcast.
Deuces.
That's it. That's it. Make better decisions.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Go ahead. See
ya. Dude, that's it, right? You wrapped it up perfectly. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you very, very much for all that you've done. And this is great.
Yeah, man. We're the subscribers are growing, the views are growing. So appreciate you guys watching. And again, as always, if you guys have any comments or thoughts on topics on what we should do for an upcoming episode, drop that in the comments. Let us know. Appreciate all the engagement. Appreciate you being here and watching. Curry, appreciate you, my friend. And that's it for Two Dudes Talking. We'll see you guys on episode 25. Catch you later.